Hello everybody and welcome to my first video here. This time it's just going to be something easy. We're going to do a tutorial video on how to switch PlayStation Network accounts, mainly to a Japanese account. So let's jump in. First of all, go to the settings menu here and jump into the live tile. You go down to PlayStation Network. Let the console sign in if it needs to, all that jazz. Go down to system activation. Now this is important. You go through each of these and you go to the option and deactivate. So it'll ask you, are you sure? Tell them yes. Are you sure? Yes. Get through that. Do that for all three options, or depending on when you're viewing this video, it might be two options, as PlayStation Mobile will soon be gone. So yeah, deactivate your console. Very important because you don't want to have too many activations on your account, and if you do, it could lock you out, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm going to turn off my PlayStation TV and restart. So you're going to want to do the same just to make sure that everything's copacetic here. Now this is the time when you want to pop out your memory card, because, or well, that first memory card, so that you don't screw anything up. If you're only using one memory card, which is kind of a pain in the ass to do, well, here's where we format. Anywho, jumping back in. Alright, so you're gonna make sure that your memory card, first memory card, number one, if you're using two, is out, and any game cards are out, because you don't want to deal with bubble issues when you're swapping accounts. So make sure those are out, and then you go to settings again. So we're going down here to settings, into the live tile. Alright, so this time we're going to format, and we're going to restore this system. So this is taking it back to square one. It says, do you want to do this? Yes, as usual. Are you sure? Yes. Let it run through. Do you want to format the memory card? If you're using a PlayStation TV and you've got everything unplugged, you want to go to yes. Otherwise, and if you have a memory card in, you're probably going to want to go to no, unless you only have one memory card, and then you kind of have to. So I format my PlayStation TV just in case on the way back and forth. So the system restarts with that format. Alright, so you get the connect your wireless controller and press the PlayStation button tutorial, or if you're using a Vita, it'll just boot in. Select your language. I always select English. Make sure your shit fits the screen if you're on a PlayStation TV. All this doesn't really matter unless you're a stickler. I have to go to no, I don't, but if you can connect to the internet without any extra work, go to yes, you do, and then follow through that way. Yeah, so. Alright, so if you're like me and you have to connect with special settings, you'll have to actually go in and go to the PlayStation Network, and it'll ask you to sign up. You go to sign up, but then you go to use an existing account, and then you put in the email address of the account you're swapping to. Alright, so we're logged in here. This recognized my Japanese account. Tell her okay, and you're good to go there. Alright, so next thing you're going to want to do, because you haven't already inserted a memory card, is turn your Vita off again. So one of those fun things that you always get to do. So off again. Alright, this time while we're off, we'll be inserting our second memory card. It can either already have data on it from your second account, or can be wiped clean and data added later, doesn't really matter. So just add your memory card into the PlayStation Vita or PlayStation TV and turn the system back on. Get a warning about inserting a memory card while using the internal storage on the PlayStation TV, but whatever. Nobody uses that gig anyway. Alright, so you've booted it back in here. Very last step is to go to settings. Go to start. Go back into your PSN and down to system activation. Oh, make sure you're signed in first, of course. Alright, so you're signed in. Go down to system activation, which is, I believe, this fourth one from the bottom. Yes. And then just go through the settings, and the top one is accept. So go in here and go accept. It'll do some bullshit. Click OK. Go back in. Do it again for. I like to do it for all of them. It's not really necessary unless you're using stuff from all over the place, but anywho. If you're switching back, you definitely have to do them all, so it's good practice to get into. Alright, so there we go. There's your tutorial on how to swap between accounts. I haven't included any information like how to create a Japanese account or other language account, because there's lots of tutorials like that on the internet. So just get it done and then swap to your account once you've already got it made, because that's, I think, the easier method.